I'm at the Lyndon B. Johnson National Grasslands in Texas, and I'm hiking the Red Trail. It is a beautiful morning out here. Not like it has been, it's June right now in Texas, and it's been really warm. But it's in the 70s and overcast right now. Just a beautiful day to be on a hike. This red trail is 9.2 miles long. It's the shortest of the 5 trails they have here, and this is my first time being here, so this is my first trail I'm doing here. This trail is marked extremely well with some ribbons in the trees or markers on a post, and you can tell it's very well traveled. It is a multi-use trail, mostly used by horseback riders, so the trail conditions are not the best for hiking. It's pretty soft dirt, kind of sandy, but not too bad. Gosh, it is really nice how well marked these trails are. I just got to a little intersection with a bunch of little trails, and it didn't take me long or much thought to figure out which way I needed to go. I'm guessing that means we've done 1 mile. Feels like I've walked a little further than a mile already, but I guess we'll see how many of those numbers we see. All right, crossing the road. I'll be sure to put a map up right here. That way you can kind of see all the markers I go by. If it were not overcast right now, this out here would probably be kind of brutal. I'm up on dry mesa right now, and actually I kind of have some decent views. I'm a little bit surprised, pleasantly surprised at some of the views. So, you know, nothing great, but better than I was expecting. Be careful where you take a break on the trail, because I have been seeing tons of ants going up and down the trail. I think we're about to get down from the mesa, and I think we're at the spot on the map where it says steep climbing curve. So we'll see what this is about. That actually was a little bit of a steep section. I just walked through a really pretty little section of cedar trees, and there's a nice little pond here too. crossing FS 904 right now. There was supposed to be, on the map at least, a scenic overlook or some sort of scenic view before this road, but I didn't see anything. We were kind of just down in the woods, so we'll keep going and see what there is. If you do this red trail, just be aware that you don't actually have to go all the way up to the well to catch the red trail. It kind of splits here into two different ways. You can kind of see those two different ways. And I had kind of missed that. I went up there and looked around for the trail and realized I needed to come back a little ways. That mile marker was knocked over, but either way, we're over halfway. I have really been enjoying this trail. The only downside so far is just how sandy and fine the dirt is from the horses. I'd say it's probably about 50% of the trail has been a little tough because of that. And then the other 50% has been just fine. So that's kind of been the only downside. I believe this is Coyote Pond. This trail has gone through a decent amount of trees and forest land, which has been a nice surprise. On a real hot summer day, I would imagine being out in the grass land is pretty warm, but probably not too bad in an area like this. We're crossing road FS 900 right now. And back behind me is Little Cottonwood Lake. On the last mile. So I spoke to one of the grassland employees, and it costs $10 to camp here on the grounds. But if you want to just hike for the day, you can park anywhere outside of the TADRA area. So I'll put right up here on the map where I parked. Super duper close. I just parked right outside of it and walked into the area to start the trail. Overall, I've had a wonderful time hiking this trail. It's been through a lot more forest than I expected, which has been nice. Crossing by these little ponds and lakes has been nice. I've seen a lot of cattle, saw some deer, saw a bunch of neat birds. It's been good. The only downside has been the really fine dirt. Other than that, it's been all good. If you plan to hike this, I would say just be ready to get a lot of fine sandy dirt in your shoes and wear long pants. I wouldn't say it's overgrown, but it's probably best to wear long pants on a trail like this. You know, I'm originally from Indiana and just moved to Texas a little less than a year ago. And it has been tough finding good places to hike. There's just not a lot of public land in Texas, which is weird because people always talk about how big Texas is. But there's just not a lot of public land. In Indiana, it seemed like there was way more public land to go hike on and camp on. So I'm glad that I came here, tried this place out. Not the best place I've ever hiked, but it's public land and I'm glad that it's here. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the hike as much as I did, and I'll see you on the next one.